There's nothing wrong with liking these kind of styles. They're great, they're beautiful, but it comes with some consequences. The styles tend to be more intricate, more elaborate, more pulled back, more sleek, more perfect. Those styles can be damaging, like we just saw with Ruby Rose's hair. But you don't have to throw the styles away altogether. I have been on my natural hair journey for about 3 years now, and I have been finding my balance between giving my hair the space and opportunity to grow and be healthy, while also experimenting with my styles, still wanting to indulge in the baddie aesthetic when I feel like it. I talk about this often, but your hair thrives when it is comfortable, when it is really happy. If you have coily, curly, natural hair, sometimes your hair doesn't always want to be in tight, sleek styles. Sometimes it wants to be out and comfortable, and it wants to have room to be. So, shout out to Ruby Rose for sharing this and being vulnerable, because there are a lot of women, especially influencers and celebrities, who are experiencing these issues, as well as regular women as well. I bring up celebrities and influencers because we tend to see them in their perfection, in the best light. The reality is they have so many different hairstyles all the time, and for most people that causes some effects. I am happy and proud of Ruby Rose for being vulnerable and sharing this. I'm sure that she brought some awareness to women, so they would probably think twice before doing that particular hairstyle. Awareness will help stop the cycle of damaging your hair. Having bald spots and being ashamed of your hair, and always having to go get a wig or go get your hair done, or get fake hair put on just to feel beautiful. That's hard to deal with and navigate as a woman. I witnessed that, and it's not the best. Even me, I have a small bald spot. I've had this for a while. Not really sure where I got it from, but sometimes when my hair grows out, I feel so uncomfortable because of how it looks. I don't feel my best, so I always have to go get a haircut. And I'm still young. So I know there's other women who have some bald spots or some thinning, and sometimes it's kind of hard to even see. It can go unnoticed for a long time until it's really bad, until you can't come back from it. And some bald spots do not grow back, and some do. So, luckily for Ruby Rose, her bald spot, if this is her first time, I'm pretty sure that it will grow back. Some follicles might be really damaged, so she might have some hairs that won't grow back. I'm going to give you a couple tips that will help you still indulge in these styles while also preserving the health of your hair. First things first, you have to start with a good foundation. If your hair is not already healthy, I wouldn't necessarily indulge in too many of these hairstyles because they tend to be more damaging. You tend to have to put heat on your hair. It's just not as comfortable for your natural hair. I would even go to a professional to get your hair checked out, to make sure that you are starting with a healthy foundation and you are clear about what you need to do to have healthy hair, have let go of any damage, or you fully understand what could be causing damage so you can pivot in the future. Getting a trim if that's something that you need to do. If you're not fully comfortable with going all in with a natural style that is really protective and you still want to feel like a baddie or be within the baddie aesthetic, you can still find a hairstyle that is in that realm but more protective, like box braids or twists with extensions, or a wig, but instead of gluing it down, you are able to take it off every night and moisturize your hair and take care of your hair, or you have something around your edges. If this is resonating with you so far, I help women on their journey of developing true self love and confidence through natural beauty and natural hair by assisting you in creating an action plan to reset your confidence through your natural hair and your natural beauty. Check the description for information on how to contact me about that. I like to indulge in the body aesthetic from time to time. I do have a few aesthetics that I enjoy, but the body aesthetic is one of them. So I get it. I understand why you enjoy them and why you would continue to want to do them. You just have to do them with boundaries and limits and parameters. So one of them is decreasing how often you do them, giving yourself time between doing them. You don't want to get these hairstyles back to back to back. But it all depends on your hair and how long that window will be for you. So what I would recommend is getting a style that you enjoy that fits the aesthetic maybe once, and then waiting 1 to 3 months, and then getting another style that fits the aesthetic for you. It all depends on the health of your hair and the density, whether your hair is coarse or fine. All that determines what your hair can take. Next question is, what is the healthiest version of this hairstyle that you can do? Sometimes when you see a hairstyle, that doesn't mean that you can't do it. It just means maybe you can rework it in your own way so that your hair can still be healthy. For example, I wanted to do these boho braids, but I did some braids recently and I didn't want to do them again. So instead of doing boho braids, I decided to do boho twist. So that was me thinking about the healthiest version of the hairstyle. And I wanted to do something different. I wanted to feel more beautiful, more like a baddie. So I decided to still do my twist, but add a little flair with the boho. So this was my compromise with myself: health while also indulging in what helps me feel beautiful. Finding the healthiest version of a hairstyle is something that you can do so that you don't have to completely get rid of your favorite hairstyles or get rid of what you enjoy for health. You don't have to pick sometimes. You can do both. And you want to make sure that you're going to people who are knowledgeable in their fields, that you're going to people who know what they're doing when they're doing your hair. You don't want to just go to anyone to get any kind of style, because there's certain ways that your style should be getting done so that you're preserving the health of your hair. Also, be conscious about doing these styles at home. I know that we all like to save our money, or sometimes we don't have the budget to go out and seek a professional. But you just want to be conscious that you're doing the style correctly, especially on styles that can be more damaging, like cornrows, updos. In addition to that, you want to make sure that you are taking care of your hair before you put your hair in the styles, having the proper maintenance. Once you put your hair in these styles, you want to make sure that you are taking care of your hair while they're in the styles. Finally, my last tip is to remember that you don't have to be like everyone else. You don't have to look like everyone else just because it's popular. Being who you are, finding out how you feel most comfortable, allowing yourself to be your authentic self, no matter if it's popular or not, is beautiful. So give yourself the opportunity to stray away from trends and do more of what you would like to do. Experiment more with what you like. Sometimes, even right away, you might not like it, but if you are open to changing your perspective, you will see that you actually like it, because you're not worried about judgment. You're not worried about what other people are saying. You're just focused on whether you like this. But I do understand that these styles are cute. I do understand that people like aesthetics. I do understand that people have their preferred ways of representing themselves and showing up. And you can do that. You just have to be cautious of how it is affecting your hair. When you make decisions with the health of your hair in mind, not only will your hair grow and be more beautiful and be luscious, but you will also feel more confident because you are embracing your natural self, because you are loving yourself enough to make decisions with that love of self in mind. Because I've made decisions with the health of my hair in mind, it's easier and easier for me to feel more beautiful and like a baddie with very healthy, simple hairstyles. So at first it's gonna feel uncomfortable, but as your hair grows, you're gonna love your hair more and more. So sacrifice in the beginning, pay off in the end, because I mean, my hair looks great. I love my hair. I feel great. And I love that for me. And I want you guys to feel great as well. And I want you guys to be confident in your natural hair as well. And again, I can help you do this. I can help you map out a plan to help you improve your natural beauty by reaching your hair goals and without giving up what makes you feel beautiful. When you have a full head of hair, when you have healthy hair, when you're older, when you're younger, no matter the age, you're gonna feel more beautiful and confident. I have witnessed the insecurities that not having a full head of hair, that not having healthy hair has led some women to. It's very uncomfortable to have to hide your hair. Nothing wrong with wanting your hair to be in beautiful styles. Just take into account the health of your hair because these styles are beautiful in the short term, but they're not worth the damage and the bald spots and the thinning and the lack of confidence that it can cause in the long term if you're not careful. Alright, guys, I'm Tashiann. If you would like to reach out to me, my information is in the description. If you enjoyed this topic, if you liked it here, subscribe to the Natural Girls Club. I share my confidence journey and help you on yours in the process.